get some of the guitars. I'm gonna shit, my AirPods just died, killing myself. 1 second. I have to go get some more guitars. Doing a top 5. I gotta make sure I counted these right. That's 1, 2, 3. Cool. 3, 4. Oh no, I actually didn't count right. Okay, we'll make it a top 6. We'll make it a top 6. Okay, because I made a mistake. I grabbed the wrong guitars. But anyway, this is gonna not be the first one. Let's see, what's number 5? Okay, so you guys are probably gonna be shocked on what number 5 is, because I just got it, right? And I'll explain why here, that this is number 5 right now. Mainly because, fuck me, hold on. I'll explain why the Epiphone Les Paul, the brand new Epiphone Les Paul, is already number 5, not number 1, number 5. So, good lord, you guys are pointing up there. Sorry about the glare. Fucking windows open. So, you're gonna just have to deal with the glare. That's a little better. So, reasoning that my brand new Epiphone Les Paul 60s, right, is number 5. It's because there's quite a host of issues I have noticed since upon receiving this guitar. Now, I traded quite a bit of gear for this. I traded an amplifier, a 99 Epiphone SG Junior. So tangled, what the fuck? Damn it. Don't you hate it when these cables get tangled? Anyways, I've noticed there's quite a few issues. Now, I bought it secondhand. It's not brand new, but brand new to me. And pretty new, pretty good condition, right? So I got this a week ago tomorrow, as of tomorrow. What's up, Tammy? What's up, David? But there's issues. Like if you... Scratchy on the frets. Other than like that issue, scratchy frets, headstock kind of fucked up, but that was in the description of when I purchased it. What else is there? That's really it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Eli. It sounds all right. I'm gonna change the pickups, of course, but, you know. But yeah, no, this is just the Epiphone. Nothing crazy. You can see where that headstock was poorly repaired right up there. right here where it broke off, and then also on the back of the neck, really shitty repair done. I ended up well, I didn't pay, but I ended up basically this was going for about 400. But anyways, like the issue, it's a great guitar. I fucking love it. Now, when they shipped it with the strings fully tensioned. Now, when they have the full tension on the strings and they ship, there's a possibility of you don't even like you can hear that. That's from its shipping. That's crazy, Cash. But you can hear the scratchiness. That's because of the way they shipped it. So it ruined one up here, about 8 or 9 frets actually. And then I noticed after they did the repair, before I bought it, they had refretted the entire guitar and still managed to mess it up. So the frets are terribly cut. This is a brand new Epiphone to me, and it's like the frets they're cut so poorly. Now, by any means, I'm not shitting on Epiphone, right? But it's just the way it's shipped in. But other than that, like, it's spotless. It's great. It's really good. Good condition. Epiphone Les Paul standard. I'm gonna change out the tuners, of course, but it's actually really pretty. So I need to replace, I think I might just have the whole guitar refretted. I don't care how much it costs. Definitely gonna replace the pickups with something maybe vintage, something cool, I guess. But yeah, this is number 5. Also, you have that beautiful inlay at the headstock. I know it's a little backwards, but very cool guitar. Epiphone Les Paul in I think it's Ocean Burst, really unique. 2022, very good guitar. On to number 4. Like I said, if this thing were in like perfect condition, no broken headstock, you had the Grover tuners instead of those Wilkinsons. The joke is Wilkinson, I'm sorry. You know. So that's number 5. Now I was gonna do a number 6. We're gonna do number 4 here. That's the tricky one. Okay. Ironically, it's not all Epiphones, trust me. I promise. I promise it's not all Epiphones. Number 4 happens to also be an Epiphone. That's I got rid of it at 335. Yeah, I had a ES 335. Score the squeak. Caught on camera. It is my 2009 Epiphone Riviera P93. So there's three P90s in it. Well, this is rather an Epiphone Riviera Custom, limited edition. Pretty cool. Now, being that there's 3 P90s, hence the term, Epiphone Riviera limited edition custom fucking word salad. P93, 1, 2, 3, P90s. Each P90 has its own volume and one dedicated tone. So if I turn that's volume. So this is center. It's kind of interesting how that works, but there's 3 volumes and 1 tone. Pretty cool. But I got it because of the Bigsby. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's But yeah, no, my other one was the ES335 I think it's standard, but it was not a custom by any means, so it wasn't really worth all that much. But I don't miss my 335 at all. I had it briefly for maybe a couple months. Just didn't play it. It wasn't there for me. So I got this, and it hits me as I hit my watch on it. Pretty cool. About 600 bucks. Nothing crazy. Anyways, it's a really cool guitar. Really, I've had no issues with it. It's a really cool guitar. However, warning, if you ever put D'Addario excesses on when you have to restring, you have to loop it, right? Stupid loop. You have to make sure. Bigsby's are a nightmare. But also, at the top, there's almost like no line for the actual string part, just the little end. That'll give you a little extra length if you're using D'Addarios. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool guitar. Sawyer hair on it. Number 3. I've had this guitar for a little minute now, but on the next one. So let's go over. Number 5 was the Epiphone Les Paul. Number 3. All right, open up. Open sesame, bitch. I had to tell someone at work today, actually she remembered, to close your Bigsby before you put it in a case so you don't fuck up the trim. Because if you fuck up the trim, you're screwed. Alright, number 3. This one. You can already see one of them on the bed. Oh, yeah, anyway. This is number 3. I almost hit it on the band. Holy crap. Number 3, my lefty Fender Strat. Now, I know I restrung it like already. So, this was like another impulse. Excuse that in the background, that was Grandma. So I couldn't pass up on this. Right, not a custom shop, just no 4 Strat. This condition's amazing. You got all the natural wear on the fretboard. I tried to clean it up as much as possible. The back is perfectly polished because they didn't beat the shit out of the back of it. It's a metallic black, really, really cool. I strung it backwards, so it's like a Hendrix or reverse Hendrix kind of. Maybe it was. Anyways, I basically went with that vibe. 04 Fender Strat. Look at that, like aging on all of that. Made in Mexico, so it's nothing too. But yeah, no. There's absolutely zero comfortable way to play this, which is kind of funny. But it definitely has a unique tone for sure. What's funny is this, I think you can be able to see it. But yeah, you can see it. That little clear spot's actually the promotional for Fender's Super Bullet strings, which I found absolutely hilarious. But I couldn't pass this up just because of the condition. It's all natural, it's not custom. No custom shop relicking BS here. Yeah, I know it's a lefty, but I couldn't not have it, you know? Very good guitar. I had to do a lot of work to it. A couple of the pots were broken. There's a lot of dirt and dust inside, and its action's low, exactly how I like it. And yeah, pretty cool. There's no comfortable way to play. I figured out under the cable. Under the cable is the most. But yeah, no, this came into the shop in terrible shape. I worked on it, I cleaned it up. Now it obviously looks like this. How do I hit harmonics? 12 frets up. So there's a natural harmonic. So you're not gonna press down on the fret. It's kind of, you're gonna barely touch it. So anything 12 frets up is gonna be a natural harmonic. There's many different harmonics. So you're not gonna really press down on the fret. You're just gonna like hover your finger above it where you can feel the string. And you'll just hit harmonics that way. But yeah, once you get like the basic harmonic, it's a weird delay effect, but HSS or SSS. Funny you say that is because I have many. Majority of my Strats, well actually all of them except one of these, has singles, all singles. I mean, get on to the next guitar. It's yeah, honestly, I'll show you the look of it difference-wise, because I'm just gonna say obviously number one is gonna be my regular, well not my regular Strat, my first guitar I ever had, is the you can modify your pickup configuration. So this is a HSS Squire Strat. This is what I started on. Obviously I modified it, but I think the humbucker single, if you put a cover on it, it looks really cool. But singles are more classic-y, but it's kind of harder to find humbucker singles in Fenders. this is my Squier. I have quite a few other Fenders actually. A lot of Strats. I have 4 Strats. But humbucker single is definitely unique. And if you want to go for like, you know, a US Strat, expect to pay about $1,000. I think mine sounds pretty unique. I keep hitting it on my other guitar. I have a total of 16 guitars. But yeah. Now when it comes to humbuckers, this is a little tricky with this because obviously you have your 5-way, you have these two combined, and then I think it's these two. Either that or it naturally splits, and then this would just be full on humbucker. So I think it's humbucker this, single to single, and then just the single. But you can do a lot of cool stuff, but I think you should go humbucker single. Can you make a living at, where was it? Sorry, let me read that a little bit. By the way, HSS would probably be a lot cooler. Can I make a living out of playing guitar comfortably? Yeah, if you want. You can teach guitar, you can, you know, work in a music store. Usually that gives you a little more extra cred if you know how to play. But yeah, what's funny is this is a Squier, right? I put like an actual regular Fender tremolo in there and it didn't fit. So we kind of had to compensate in the back, which is pretty funny. We have pointers like on the Les Paul. On here, an American 5-way selector, Seymour Duncan humbucker, obviously the aftermarket pickguard. I actually think this is from a vintage Fender because they didn't use the flatheads. I'm gonna go check on my telly real quick. I wanna see if my telly has that. BRB. This one back away, but that's HSS. One of my many guitars. Very old case for 2015. Okay, wait 1 second, dude. Be right back. 1 second. But yeah, no, Fender, here's my thin line telly. I thought it would have had the flatheads on the pickup select, but no, it doesn't. What happened here? What the hell? But yeah, no, I work in a music store, so I get a lot of cool things. Guitars is one of them. Yeah, this was actually a Christmas present a couple years ago. 08 Fender Made in Mexico thin line telly, 72 reissue. Really good shape for it. Just did restringing, did some work on her, and she's a really good guitar. So. But yeah, that red one would be number 1. My PP, my pants, don't play. And then number 2 would be the other Les Paul. Hold on. Put this lefty away. But yeah, I picked up this lefty Strat for like $4. Not bad. This way. Also, I thought this would be number. I messed up somewhere along the line, so this is actually number 3. My regular Fender Strat. But yeah, no, this is definitely in the top 5. All of my guitars are in the top 5. Weird, right? Look at me, I'm going to spawn another guitar out of nowhere. Oh, another one. But yeah, I'm saving up for a Gibson, rather, because number 2, no, I did it out of order, is this, my favorite. Hi, Chloe. This one is one of my favorites, but this one doesn't need much work done to it, but it sounds amazing. The stock pickups. this would be number 2. Anyways, Gibson, pretty cool. I want y'all's honest opinion. I honestly think Gibson, overrated. Really great quality builds. But, you know, I just recently purchased this. Rather, I didn't purchase it. I traded a bunch of expensive stuff for it. A bunch of gear. Now, it is technically brand new. Listed in B stock. I think, honestly, you can't go wrong with an Epiphone Les Paul. Check this out. Anyways, I don't think you can go wrong with the Epi Les Paul either. I think it's a good guitar. It's a good combo right there. Opinions, honest opinions. Epiphone or Gibson? Or sorry, yeah, you get the idea. Pretty cool. Had this one the longest. Very nice. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go now and charge my device. So, yeah, anyways, that was top 5. And,